I'm Tracy from the recruitment team. I work alongside the trainers which you're with today, and throughout your course today you're going to see me because I'll be taking you through Appoint Plus through the various stages of the recruitment process. So come on, let's go and have a look. So this is the Appoint system. So before we can do anything, we need to log in. As you can see here, I've got my email address in here. For you guys in store, it's going to be the store email address. For the password, so obviously those of you that have passwords, just pop that in here. If you don't have a password and have never used the system, please give us a call in recruitment as we can issue that to you by sending you a link. If you've forgotten your password, obviously just come down here, click on forgotten password, and that will then send you a link to create a new one. If you have any problems in accessing the link to create a new password, please let us know, as some stores don't have access to this website, and we can do that for you, so just let us know. So I'll just pop my password in here and we'll get started. So now we've logged in, we're onto our dashboard, and this is what you'll see when you log in. As you can see here, you've got your vacancies that have expired. Obviously, if you had any live vacancies, they would also be seen here as well. So let's create a vacancy. So all we need to do is go over to the right hand side and click on Create Vacancy. You'll then be asked to select what vacancy you'd like to add. So for the purpose of this, we'll add a customer service assistant. Okay. Okay, so now we've just got to put a few bits of information in here to complete the vacancy. So as you can see, we've got our job title in there, the reference number, and also we need to put the store number in. So just click in the drop down box and you can either find your stores that are all in number order, or you can just type the store number in and it'll find it automatically for you. There we go. It's already got the hourly rate in there, so you just need to select, is it permanent or is it temporary? If it is temporary, you'll need to put a contract duration in here, so if it's 3, 6, 12 months, etc. And if it's maternity cover, you might want to just pop that in as well, just to give it a little bit more information. Also the hours per week. And if you know the shift pattern, you can put that down here, but it's not mandatory. And then you'll just need to free type the postcode. Always be careful when you're typing the postcode, as we do sometimes get various different sort of combinations, and if it's wrong it won't show on the website. So always make sure you've got the spaces in the right place, and you'll know when it's correct as you'll have a green tick next to it here. And then all we need to do is click next. And that's it, we're all done. We just need to click on finish and our vacancy will be live. And that's it, there's our live vacancy. So when you log into your dashboard and you click on the live vacancy, this is the page that you'll see, and obviously as when people apply, you'll have those pop up there. Okay guys, so here we are back at your dashboard, and you can see the vacancy we've just created is now live. So for the purpose of this exercise, which is initial sifting, I'm going to go on to a vacancy that's got some applicants in it. Okay, so I'm just going to select one of these vacancies. So as we created a customer service assistant, I'll select this vacancy. Okay, and as you can see, this vacancy has had quite a lot of applicants. So we're going to take one of them through the process to show you. So initial sifting, this is where we're going to look at the applications and see if they're suitable for our vacancy and what we need. So you can do this in a couple of different ways. By clicking on the person's name, you will have a quick view of their application. So you can see some details of their answers to the customer service questions, etc. If you wanted to see that in full, all we do is just click on this box here, select more details, and you'll be able to see their full application here. So all the questions that they've answered will be here for you to view. So you can either view them online like this, or if you wish to print them out, you can do that by clicking on Vacancy Actions and then Print Application. So you can do that either way, whichever suits you best. Okay guys, so now you've done your initial sifting. We now obviously have a short list of those that we would like to interview and those that we wish to decline. So I want to take you through the process of declining those applicants. And again, this is a real quick and simple process, so there's no reason why it can't be done as soon as you've done that sifting. So what we're going to do is the candidates that you wish to decline, all we need to do is just click on the little box beside their name. And you can do this in bulk, so you can select however many people that you need to. There we go. So we're going to decline those people today. And then again, all we're going to do is just click on this little button here with the upside down blue triangle. And then with all the options here, we're going to select decline stroke withdraw. So if you do have a candidate who's called you to say that they no longer wish to be a part of the process, you can withdraw them by clicking on this button here. But obviously for today, we're going to decline them. And obviously we haven't interviewed them, so it's decline without interview. And then we're going to contact them now. So we'll always leave it as this because we don't want to leave it too long to contact people. We want to do it as quickly as possible. So just select OK. And then we want to decline them via email. Okay, we have our basic email here, and we're just going to select the template, which is regret before interview. You can regret somebody after you've telephone screened them as well. And also, if the vacancy has been withdrawn for whatever reason, you can also send the candidates an email to say the vacancy has been withdrawn. Okay. So this is our regret before interview email, and as you can see there are some brackets with percentage signs, applicant's first name, etc., and here for the vacancy title and the reference. Just ignore these as these will be pre-populated when the emails get sent, so you don't need to amend this email in any way. And all we're going to do from here is just press send email. Okay guys, so now we've declined the candidates that we don't want, we're going to invite for interview the candidates that we do want to see. You can do this in bulk, as I showed you previously, by selecting the candidates and putting a little tick in the box next to their name. For the purpose of this exercise, I'm just going to invite one person. Okay, so, and again, to do this, all we're going to do is click on selected applicants. And this time we are going to shortlist/interview. And obviously you can select book later or book now. So we're going to book now. Okay guys, so this is where we're going to put in all of the information that we need to go into the email. All we need to do here is select the interview type. So you can select to invite them for a telephone interview, a first interview or a second. So this one will be a first interview. We're going to select the interviewers, which will be yourselves. So all you need to do is select your store number. And there we go. So we'll select the store and then just click on OK. Okay. Now don't worry about this big red banner across the top. Obviously this just says that the candidate hasn't been selected for a telephone interview. This isn't mandatory, you don't have to do it for every candidate. It won't cause any problems, so just ignore this. So now we're going to select our venue. Now if the venue isn't the store, we can create a venue for you. So if you do need another venue created, please let us know here in the recruitment team and we can do that. So again, we're just going to input the store number. And then just select which will then take us back here. So we've got our interviewer and our venue. We're then going to select how long the interview is going to take. So for this, we'll just say 30 minutes. We're going to select the date and time. Now obviously this would be in advance of your interviews, but just for the purpose of this exercise, I'm going to select yesterday's date. We're also then going to select a time. So as you can see, once you've clicked into the box, it brings you up a clock. So just click on the hour and then the minutes. And that's it. All we're going to do now is click on book interview. And here you get the option to just email the interviewer, which is obviously yourself to store, or email the candidate. And obviously, of course, we want to email the candidate to let them know. So you can have a copy of that email sent to yourself. As this is just a test, I'm not going to email either, as obviously we don't want to invite somebody for an interview that hasn't obviously taken place. And again, we can see here our email is pre-populated. As you can see, we have the same brackets with the recipient's first name, etc. And again, these will just be pre-populated. So then all we're going to do is click next, and then that will take us through to here, and all we need to do is book interview and send emails. And there we go, we can see that person has moved over now into first interview. Done. So now we've done our interview, we now need to leave some feedback on the system to let it know that that interview has happened, and then we can follow the process through. So as we can see here where we left off, we're in first interview. So we've got the applicant here and they need feedback. So all we're going to do is just select the applicant again. And then over here again, we just select this and interview feedback. Okay, and here you can see, obviously, first of all, it asks you if the applicant attended. You can obviously say yes or no. And then it asks you to leave some comments. You don't have to be too detailed here. If you do want to use the system to its fullest capacity, then obviously you can leave your feedback here as fully as you wish. So again, for the purpose of this exercise, I'll just leave something short and sweet. There we go. And then we're going to next. So here we can decide what we're going to do. Are we going to decline the candidate, weren't they good enough? Or actually are we going to offer them the vacancy? So now we've left the feedback for the candidate, we're now going to offer the vacancy. So from here we just click on offer, and it will ask us if we're sure we want to offer this to this applicant, and we do. Okay, so here this is where we're going to make all the offer details. So we just need to go through a couple of milestones. So first one is to communicate the offer to the candidate. And here you can see it's got the time and the date logged. You can put some notes in if you wish, but all we need to do here is just tick to say the task is complete, that we've telephoned the candidate to offer them. And as you can see, that's now got a green tick next to it, so that's been done. So it just takes us straight on to the next one, which is to say that the candidate has accepted our offer. So again, you can put some notes in, but obviously we just need to click, did the applicant accept the offer? Yes. Okay, now it's asking us to confirm the candidate is hired. And again, just tick to the task is complete. So now we've gone through the entire process, we've advertised our vacancy, we've sifted, we've interviewed, and we've also offered. So now what's left to do, we need to close the vacancy. This is really important for statistical reasons. Okay, so, and it's really quick and simple to do. So once you've declined all of the applicants and given them the feedback, etc., all you need to do is come back onto your vacancy here. And again, for the purpose of this, I'm going to close the vacancy that I created earlier on. We just go to the right hand side over here, vacancy actions. And you can see you've just got three options here, and close vacancy. And then all we need to do is just select a reason for closure. So as you can see here, you've got lots of different options. Unable to find suitable candidate, vacancy added in error, filled externally, internally, vacancy on hold, and vacancy withdrawn. And as I say, the importance of doing this is for our statistical data, that we know why vacancies are closed. So for this, I'm just going to say added in error. And again, you can put some notes here if you wish. So if you were unable to find a suitable candidate, you could put some notes down as to why. And then all we do from here is click on close vacancy now. And that's it, that's done. So that'll come off your dashboard. Okay, so we're all done now, guys. Thank you very much for listening to me. I hope you've learnt some interesting and valuable bits of information on the Appoint system, as I've taken you through the recruitment stages step by step on using Appoint. Shortly, just a little bit later in the course, you'll have a live Q&A session with either myself or my colleague in the recruitment team. So I hope you enjoy that. You've got lots of questions to ask. No question is a silly question, so please feel free to ask anything you're not sure about. This is what we're here for, to give you advice and guidance where you're not sure. So please give us any questions that you have. I'll now hand you back over to your trainer to continue with the rest of the course. Bye.